Good evening, welcome to Tangerine Alert. My name is Chris and I'll be talking you through the Q Grand Prize cards. These are the cards that are awarded to the winner of the 3-month Q series of events. This is the first time we've seen a Q faction come and release cards, and I honestly don't expect we'll see them again. Because there's not that many Qs out there. I don't believe there's any ships. Please correct me if I'm wrong. It's the first faction also come ahead of Federation in the initiative, so if you're playing a pure system, Qs will always have an initiative over the others. It's an interesting faction to have, given there's no ships, quite frankly. So, yeah, it will be interesting to see how these are used going forward. First up, we have to have Admiral Q. He is probably my favourite card from the set. He is the card I'm most likely to use. He is a 1-point Admiral. Modifies the ship initiative by -1. He takes an elite talent, and his action is fleet action. Rotates your ship 180 degrees. Place a number of auxiliary power tokens beside your ship equal to the speed of the maneuver you revealed this round. In other words, if you revealed a maneuver 1 forward, you take 1 auxiliary power token. If you move 5 forward, you take 5 auxiliary power tokens. I wouldn't recommend you move 5 and trigger this action, to be honest. His captain skill for when he's a captain is 2. I would hope everyone listening to this knows who Q is. Q was in the Next Generation, DS9 and Voyager. If you still don't know who Q is, watch the Next Generation from start to finish. He's in the first episode of Season 1, he is the last episode of the last season, and he appears, I believe, a couple of times in between. His attitude and his opinions are summed up really well in this card, I feel. He is a distraction, so he's going to distract your captain. He's cheap, you don't pay him anything, he turns up. He's very talented, so you can hate talent, and he was very, very powerful. However, when you tie all those things together, do you really want to lower your captain initiative for a very useful ability? Depends on the scenario. I would use this Q with a battleship build, if I was not playing pure. Put him in as an admiral on the Voe, with Janatra on the Voe. You then take a battleship, put Picard or God's a Cat on it, probably God's a Cat to be more themed. You then put in Bahika, and then it means your battleship can get target lock battle stations, attack out, and then the problem with the minion battleship is always turning the thing around. Q's fleet action solves that. Next up we have Q female, captain, skill 10. So this is the first natural skill 10 captain we've seen. She takes an elite talent. She costs 7 points, so she's always going to be moving last or shooting first without any additional modifiers. And her action is place 1 additional shield token beside your ship. When taking damage this round, move the shield token first. If all of your shields are destroyed by a single attack this round and your ship suffers any damage to its hull from that attack, the damage is increased by +1 normal damage. If the shield token is unused, remove it during the end phase. The initiative itself is very useful. The action, it could give you 1+ shield, however you take 1 more damage if it hits the hull. I don't think I'd use this action. My question would be, on a cloaked ship, if I put the Q female on the cloaked ship and it was cloaked, and I placed an additional token beside my ship, does that shield token come off before I roll my cloak? If I fail one of my cloak dice, or if I have no shields left and I use Q female, I get a shield token. Do I then able to cloak using that shield token? If so, then yes, I think this is great. But it's still the +1 normal damage for anyone attacking it. I think I'm going to have to play with this one. I will probably try on a scimitar first, if my cloaking theory works, and then go from there. Next up we have Quinn. Quinn is a discard to cancel 1 hit or 1 crit for 2 points. I look at him as he's a free extra piece of hull without the negative effect of the critical damage card. Not a lot else to say really. 2 points. I could see him being used if I have 3 points left over. I don't think I'm going to rush to him and build a fleet around him. Now we come on to Q2. The upgrade counts as either a crew, elite talent, tech, or weapon upgrade. So, any slot really. And there's more and more of these utilities coming out. The problem I have is, where do I put them in my file? Whenever a friendly ship within range 1 of your ship receives a damage card, you may discard this card to transfer all of their damage to your ship. 5 points. I can see how he could be used. It's still a 5-point discard. It's a bit like a one-off Keldon action that can also take out hull. You could use it to save your final ship, or you could use it if you just want to get that one piece of damage that's going to take it off. I'm not sure if I would use this card. It doesn't mean I can't see a place for it. But it's definitely not useless. And I think it's another one of these cards I'm going to have to give a try. It's very interesting to see what's going to happen. It's sort of a self-sacrificing friendly ship. Think Fast Elite Talent. The only elite talent with the set here. During your attack roll, you can discard this card and disable one other upgrade to get a free attack dice, or during defense, discard this card and disable another upgrade to get +1 defense. Costs 1 point. For 1 point, I think this card is well worthwhile having, just to give you that extra die for either the initial alpha strike or just getting a little bit of defense when you need it. Probably would use this card myself because of the cheap cost. There's always 1 or 2 points left over. I think the last event I went to, I actually had 5 points left over because I miscounted and thought I spent 118. I spent 115, but it was too late to change. But yeah, I think that's another really useful card from this set. So overall, this pack of 2 captains, one of which is an admiral, 3 upgrades, is a nice little pack. It's a nice prize. It's not in itself game changing. There are lots of nice things here. There's one card I'd say that's particularly powerful, but it's very situational still. I don't see many people use them going forward. This is what I would expect from a prize. It's something that's appealing to people who like the theme. It's appealing to people who followed TNG when it was live on television, which unfortunately I didn't. I came to the party a bit later. And it adds some new variety to the game. It's not the same old attack modifiers. It adds some more depth, I feel, in some ways. So, congratulations to anyone who's won one of these. I unfortunately will not be winning one of these. I cannot make my OP2 event. And taking pure Ferengi in the first event, well, I came second, but we're working on that. Anyway, thank you for listening today to Tangerine Alert. I hope to be producing more of these going forward as and when I get the cards to review. Any comments, please leave them below. Feedback is always welcome. Thank you, and again, good night.